Hello, let me start today's video by asking some questions. How many planets are there in the solar system? Have you learned to use floppy disk? Were you told that you should not be cutting your nails at night? Well, if you're new to my channel, my name is Seema Sunil from the Happiness Quotient. I'm a corporate trainer specialized in customer centricity, leadership trainings and team management. Do subscribe to my channel if you like the content. Now back to the questions. Question 1. Planets in the solar system. Did you answer 8 or 9? We have always learnt about the 9 planets or the Navagraha. But in 2006, it was declared that Pluto is no longer a planet in the solar system. Question 2 was about floppies. Do you use floppies now? Question 3. Don't cut nails at night. Well, the reason for not cutting your nails at night was because of the fact that there was no electricity in those days. Does it make any sense now? Did you realize that you have changed or your answers have changed? What do you think has happened? Simple. You have unlearned what you learned and you started relearning. Learn, unlearn, relearn. What is this all about? What is unlearning? Unlearning means consciously discarding the knowledge that no longer applies or no longer holds true. Just like how you chip away that old paint before you put on a fresh coat, or how you clear away the vegetation before planting something new. It also means updating your beliefs and values to be more tolerant when you're presented with new info or new perspectives. People need to unlearn not just in terms of technology but also in terms of behavior. With the changing times, people also change. We are unlearning all the time, just that we are not realizing it. If not, you will realize how important unlearning is. Don't we keep updating our mobile? So why not update our knowledge? Unlearning is essential in all areas of our life, be it personal, professional or social. We can question everything we do. At a personal level, why are we afraid of change? At work, we can question, why do we follow these processes? Why do we do what we do? And in a society, why should the marriage expenses be completely borne either by the bride's family or the groom's family? Why can't it be shared equally? Yes, we can question everything. Researchers say that a lot of skills and job titles that exist today were not there many years ago. And these roles will be obsolete within few years. Haven't we unlearned the push model of marketing and explored alternative models? Artificial intelligence, contactless machines and automation has changed the world drastically. And everything is going digital. Which means we have to unlearn what we learn and time to relearn. It is common that employees show resistance when a new technology is introduced in an organization. Many people look backwards for something familiar. Instead of identifying the advantages of the new technology, they keep finding fault with it. They want to view the new with an eye for the old. The problem is that this is self-limiting. When a new software is released, how many people immediately upgrade it? How many decide to wait until it felt comfortable? Unfortunately, most people may not feel comfortable switching and they live with the old version. When unlearning, you have to let go of the familiar so that you open your mind to the unfamiliar. Unlearning is uncomfortable. It requires you to get out of your comfort zone, and we all know how hard and unsafe that feels. Why is adopting learn, unlearn, relearn cycle so important? Unlearning doesn't mean that you should forget the old methods completely. Imagine someone who is used to driving a car with manual gear starts using a car with automatic gear. In this case, it doesn't mean that you have to completely unlearn the old method you learned. It is about the ability to choose an alternative model. When we learn it, we add new skills or knowledge to what we already know. When we unlearn, we step outside that mental model in order to choose a different one. Now that we spoke a lot about unlearning, here are some tips for you on how to unlearn. Tip 1. Become more aware. When you are aware, you are in complete control. All you have to do is to recognize that the old model is no longer relevant. You need to find or create a new model that can be better to achieve your goal. Also, you need to adapt the new method. Tip number 2, willingness. We are tailored to do things in the same way, and that becomes a habit. In the process of unlearning, the willingness to do it is very, very important. I have a habit of drinking more coffee and less water, and I always used to be happy to replace water with my coffee. I am now willing to unlearn this as I am aware of this bad habit of mine. This sense of willingness will definitely help me to unlearn the habit of having more coffee and relearn the habit of drinking adequate water. Tip number 3. Set goals and track it. Create attainable goals and monitor the same. Remember, we discussed when a new technology or application is introduced by a company, it mostly happens that people have a difficulty to stop using the old application. You might see people using the old and the new system simultaneously, which means you will never learn the new version. You haven't unlearned. Set a goal that you will not open the old app and track how many times you have cheated yourself by opening the old app. In few days, you will not only unlearn the old one but also be proficient in the new system. Unlearning old habits is an essential step for innovation. Just like how Charles Darwin confirmed, it is not the strongest or the most intelligent who will survive, but those who can best manage change. And that's why Alvin Toffler said, the illiterate of the 21st century are not the ones who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn and relearn. Good luck.